Man, this looks good, so good.
Yo, Joe?
Dvos?
Yo, what's
up,
up,
man? How you doing?
Yo, what you got there, man?
Man, right here, man, I'm eating some waffles and chicken right here at Frank's famous chicken and waffles restaurant. And man, it's bomb, man. I can't wait to get into it.
Let me get a plate.
I'm clean when I walk, I'm clean when I talk. I'm pressed to the step, I'm pressed to the depth of the pain. Steady looking at the back, cause I ain't that bad, and I'm on top of my game. And hey, my superstar brain, superstar brain, hey, my superstar brain, superstar brain, hey, my superstar brain, superstar brain, hey, my superstar brain, superstar brain.
When it comes to food, let's talk a little bit about food, man.
Yep.
Do you like food?
I like food.
I love food too, my friend.
Thank you.
I'm all about food. Is there a certain, like, what's your favorite type of food?
I like Chinese food.
Chinese food?
I like Chinese food.
Are you a sesame chicken man? I love sesame chicken. That's my favorite.
I like sesame chicken. I like S.1. I like
Szechuan.
anything hot.
What'd you think about that Rick and, do you watch Rick and Morty?
Oh, yeah.
Did you see the Szechuan sauce?
I had the Szechuan.
McDonald's?
I went and had the sauce. The problem is I don't like McDonald's nuggets, so I had to find something else to dip it in. Nonetheless, the sauce was good, but I like real spicy stuff, especially when they throw like the chilies in with the
the chili
beans,
paste.
Right,
And,
like it's good because Chinese food is usually like a mush or whatever. You mix it up and stuff with the chicken and the noodles and the rice. Like it's good, you know. But also, you know, like the Frank's famous waffle and chickens. You know, we had a show at his establishment. It was at a different building, but even then the food was fire there.
Yeah.
You know, so that's I expect.
All sorts of food is good, man.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about the chicken waffle combo?
I like it a lot. I mean, I lived in Georgia for 8 years, so I've had it, and to be honest, I hadn't had a lot of it. I mean, I was in high school and stuff, so I'm not really traveling around trying too much different food. But finding establishments that have like a soul food establishment way out of that kind of world over there, you know, they shine because I think they have to represent for it, and they do a fantastic job. Yeah,
the Southwest doesn't really have too much, as far as I can see, and I would consider even Colorado like a Southwest, Western. Yeah. There's a hot debate between Colorado and New Mexico about green chili.
Oh, it's okay, man. You guys don't have to compete with us. You can have some of our stuff, and you can tell them it's yours. It's fine.
Thank you guys for joining us at Frank's Famous Chicken and Waffles. We also have an internet radio station called Famous Hip Hop Radio. Check us out and go to famoushiphop.radio.com and also go to franksfamouschickenandwaffles.com, and thank you for your support.
I always dress up in the suits, right? And this time I'm gonna wear a pocket square. And maybe that pocket square is not a pocket square. Maybe it's something else.
Okay.
And he's gonna find out what it is in the third round.
Okay.
And he's not.
Is that at the end of the third round?
It's at the very end of the third round.
Oh, all right.
And he's gonna find out what this pocket square really is.
Okay.
And it's gonna tie into the whole rest of that round because I do angles.
That's smart, because if he hits you with
one topic.
That's smart, because if he hits you with the dressed angle, how you're dressed, that's really gonna flip it on its head too.
I gotta take him out. Listen, Prince, you ain't invincible, white boy. What's with all that thumping? You gonna get your jaw cracked, youngin'. I have nurses serving this cracker with soup like an upset stomach.
So, and that was actually supposed to be done to somebody ducked me in Arizona back in February. It's supposed to be for them, and I thought, this is an incredible idea. Lotta Zay has a much bigger following than this dude I was going to battle in Arizona.
Yeah. So you got a better look then.
Better look. And if I want more people to see me do this, bigger names to see me do this, this is the person to do this on.
All right.
There's no disrespect.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Oh yeah, you're going to be there.
I'm going to be there for it.
I'm really excited. And so there's that, and I also think that in the second round, it's going to be about the legacy. you know, and I want Chilla Jones on stage because him and Chilla Jones have been rapping the same amount of time, but Lana Zay's not Chilla Jones.
I know. I was
that happen?
talking to Chilla Jones last night and this morning, and like he's been prepping. He's been prepping hard. Like he's ready to come. He's ready to come.
Man.
And like I said, but both of their flights got delayed coming out here.
Yeah.
Automatic Ray and Chilla Jones. So it's like everything's going even right now. They both have the same obstacles right now as far as things possibly not happening. It's gonna be crazy. What's gonna? Who knows? Who knows?
Right. And I feel so.
I don't think they know that they both have had delayed flights. I don't think they know that about each other. But that would be a fun angle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, they don't. I don't think they do.
No.
Man, they're both gonna be so tired. This is gonna be a dogfight. This is gonna be two malnourished.
Yeah.
No sleep.
Yeah. No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Main event. They're gonna have to kill each other. This is what does Ronnie call it? This is the Mad Max. This is the Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome. Yeah. The Mad Max.
That's what Ronnie Brains says. We are the Thunderdome.
You guys gotta get some shirts made. That'd probably be a dope shirt
that
to
is
sell.
fire. We have a lot of people who make shirts out here. That's
Yeah.
Shout out Phrase. He makes his own clothing line and the phenomenal clothing, and that would be the one to make.
So Phrase is a battle rapper out here he's one of the big local guys out here, biggest.
Yeah, and
what contributes to that? What do you think makes him so appealing?
Phrase I believe he's from Farmington. He's a Native American battle rapper, and the community that he represents and he puts on for is so supportive. And he always represents them super well. You know, he makes rounds dedicated to expressing the struggle and the shortcomings and the flaws that colonialism and things like that have placed on that society, and he does such a respectable job about it. And one of the battles was him versus Pyrex, who is Pyrex is another local battler, and he says in that battle, which is the quotable line, even a clothing brand, is "Fuck all you John Smiths."
Fuck all you John Smiths.
It's perfect, it's simple, it's to the point, and you know what he's talking about. And the angle he did in that battle was so on Pyrex's head about that, because Pyrex is a white dude from here, right? And as a white dude, I'm automatically within the battle rap scene described as a racist, and that's just the cross we bear. But Phrase murdered him. And Pyrex didn't sleep either. He worked really hard, and it was a good battle. But Phrase made his point, and that battle got one of the most views. It got like 80,000 views just off of his community.
It's interesting thinking about how many different angles we can get in battle rap when different ethnicities actually get into it. Because you don't see too many, Native Americans in battle rap.
There's a couple. So, I think. I don't want to butcher the name, and I think the Great Big Bird is another battle rap, I think from the north, who does a really good job. Phrase's opponent, Benny, I believe he's Aztec. He's another representation, and Phrase is going to talk about that and how he represents his community. Angry Monk is another one from out here who used to battle in UBR, and he was super disrespectful. He was good. He has his OG aura, big bro style about him. I think either his name is Eric Buddha or there's another gentleman named Eric Buddha. I apologize. Eric Buddha is a gentleman who also just has phenomenal music that he does in the Southwest.
There's a question I want to get to, and that's about the whole COVID pandemic.
Yeah, okay.
How did that hold things up out here last year? How did it impact you specifically?
Wow. So when COVID happened, I was supposed to battle Sosa, which is an opponent from Arizona, and we were going to have the UBR 8 event then. We had just gotten the UBR 7 event. We were going to have Jackpot 2, I think, or 3 or 4.
Was that like March maybe, about the time
around that started, and then it stopped. And I was like, okay, we're going to chill, I guess. And then time kept going, and they tried to set up other battles in UBR that we were going to shoot like just one battle and release it as a surprise, try to keep it going. But battle rap stopped everywhere for a moment. King of the Dot URL, they had huge events that just disappeared. But it was because of that that battle rap as a whole evolved into a small room setting. It evolved back into heavily judged battles because of a small room setting. So you have crowds gassing people. It evolved into iBattle doing. I think it contributed to iBattle making all of these individual little cards to try to promote new growth.
I didn't like the whole virtual battle thing that people are trying to do. I mean, it's got its own thing, but it doesn't have the same vibe.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all.
Which is sad because there's a lot of battles on there I wish would have happened in person.
Right.
Not on the cameras, but at least we still got to hear the material.
Yeah.
And that was a genuine effort made by a lot of people to keep battle rap alive, and I think it was at least a short bridge into what it evolved into.
Right.
And now, coming back into battle rap, at least here in New Mexico, this is the first card we've had since the world shut down. And we're all very excited for it. And I think from this point moving on, things will go back to normal.
Yeah.
But I want to see it start interacting with some of those leagues that were able to start up a little earlier than us in states that maybe had more lax restrictions on capacities for venues.
Yeah.
But I think we're evolving back into the way it was, but now with a new outlook on the future and how we want to grow talent. And that was the other thing that the pandemic did, was it said, hey, we have a lot of local talent around America.
It showed it.
Yeah.
Even small restaurants or locally owned restaurants being shut down, it put a spotlight on everything. Almost like it's taken advantage of. Yeah. Like, you don't know what you got till it's gone, kind of a thing.
Yeah. And learning
local music, local entertainment, local food, Damn, I can only go to McDonald's. Like, what? That's it?
Bro, I have never I'm 24, in my life, eaten as much McDonald's and Taco Bell as I have in the last year. I never went to drive-thrus, ever. And now it's almost daily, I'm ashamed to admit.
Yeah.
That spicy chicken sandwich slaps.
That's why I feel so good being here.
Man.
I feel so good being here now.
Eating it, but this is good, man.
It's good. I did do the little sandwich technique.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I did that. You know what I'm saying?
This is still, it's a little colder when she gave it me. This is still good. Mm-hmm. If I can put this in my fridge and eat it tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. and it's cold, this is still going to be good.
Still slap.
I promise you.
Yeah.
The COVID impacted my career, Albuquerque's battle rap career, and really all other leagues in the world. I had plans to go all up and down the West Coast to the North. I was going to go to Canada again. I had a lined up year. I really wanted to do a lot in 2020. It was going to be the one for me, in my opinion. Right? Not happen. UBR had Jackpot 4, which was a really stacked card. We were going to bring more people out from the West Coast. That didn't happen, and no UBR card happened.
Is there any restaurant out here that shut down because of COVID that's not reopening that you're miss?
No, I think the one I wanted to open reopened. It's this little Mexican Filiberto's, like a burrito place that opened. I was really happy to open it.
Any venues permanently closed down?
Yeah, man. I think Kiva Theater or Chemo Theater, Jam Spot, Launchpad, Sister Bar. To my knowledge, I think all of those shut down, at least for music and venues and capacity. Music was almost dead in the scene. And then, of course, we had, the riots that took place, which were not so huge here, and people were actually, I think it came down pretty quickly and in a positive way, and it became like an art thing. All the venues got boarded up, and people went and made really nice artistic pieces, and some of them are still there. But it shut down a lot of places on Central, and the university closed down, and the schools closed down. It felt like to me, and I'm not super entrenched in all the music scenes out here, unfortunately, but it felt like it went stagnant.
Yeah.
And then everything, shows like casino shows where you'd have big names coming out here.
Yeah.
Those postponed till 2021 September, nothing happened. And so when you're trying to figure out not only how to keep your brand going, but how to monetize things if you're a business, it almost became impossible if you weren't doing takeout orders.
Yeah, DoorDash, Grubhub, that picked up big because that was their only option.
Yeah.
That they were given.
Yeah. And so to have them all come back, I'm happy this place isn't gone. That was like, and they were so gracious to us. So I'm happy that like places that are New Mexico places survived. You know,
Well, that's good.
Came out of it.
Yeah.
Right. And I think that's what's important is, you know, get your damn shot. Right. Because we've done that here, and I think that we've really benefited from it. You know, and if you respect these businesses and the people who put on and perform for you, you will create an environment that allows them to do that.
Yeah.
So that involves being conscientious and considerate in your city, right?
Yeah.
So I think COVID impacted it, not for as long as we were all scared it would. I think we came back a lot. I was ready 2023. I'm on
Like
my
2023,
my
it's
astronaut.
Now they talk about the new variant. So let's see
Yeah.
what's up with that, the Delta variant.
I think as long as
But they say the vaccination's good for it though. For
yeah, right.
even
It
the new
has
variant.
efficacy. Like
Yeah.
it's a little lower than 95% the Pfizer one, but it still has efficacy to take it down. So I think we'll be okay out here because I think we're like 3/4 of the way vaccinated.
Well, and that too, places like LA, like let's just talk about LA. Just from a Colorado perspective, there's more people in LA than there is all of Colorado.
Yeah.
So like those highly congested areas.
Yeah. How are you gonna be throwing shows up? I mean, like, in a way that you can guarantee. That's a lot of money to gamble with.
Yeah.
Not knowing if someone gets sick. How do you want to be a venue that gets labeled as the super spreader event?
Yeah. Right.
Cool. Like.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
So do you have any? Because I haven't seen. I said this was kind of like a quick interview to get on. Do you have like a tagline that you say or anything like that? A slogan?
No, man, I was actually trying to start that because I see it as a technique people use to be identified as, and I wanted to get on that. And some people talk down on people who have slogans because they say it's lazy writing. You always have an automatic opener or a closer, so you don't have to. And those are hard to write. Like for me, I think it's important to end your round properly and begin your round properly. So to have a slogan, some people think that that's cheating. Like I think it's a great marketing tool.
Have you ever thought about rapping with the British accent?
Just for the but it's funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I don't know for everyone else. When you rehearse material, you by the 80th time you've gone over something, you may not be doing it with the ferocity that you started doing. You're just trying to remember the words.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah, I've done like accents just to fuck around. I'm at work rehearsing.
Yeah.
Shit, you know, whatever. I'll do Scottish accents while I do it. It's fun, man. Because it's just like
Give me an Irish accent.
an Irish.
Yeah, can you do an Irish accent? I just sound like the Lucky Charms dude when I do it.
It's softer. Oh, you're gonna do the Scottish one to mold into that one because you can do a Scottish accent like that for the bit. You know, if you go on for the like hours like that.
That's pretty good.
An Irish accent is a little more relaxed and it doesn't have the certain parts of it like that. And you can go on for it. It's slower. It's like
Very Conor McGregor.
yes, Conor McGregor going to fuck you up in the vein like that. It's the version of a Savannah accent from George.
My Irish accent's like, God, catch me Lucky Charms, yata-ta-ta-ta. It's very stereotypical.
Like
Is that what it is?
I grew up watching a lot of British television because I
Really?
didn't have cable growing up. My parents were like,
Oh yeah, the public access.
humor.
Yeah.
So I heard a lot of it growing up.
So what, you got a lot of Monty Python?
Yo, yeah, man. I like Monty Python. I like there's a show. There was what was it? Faulty Towers was the guy from Monty Python.
Yeah.
Or Monty Python. I can't remember. Faulty Towers. There was Black Books. There was Mr. Bean had his own.
Mr. Bean. I mean, I think Mr. Bean might be one of the most well-known that have carried over to generations because he got memed too.
Yeah.
He got memed hard,
got
Mr.
memed.
Bean. Yeah.
But he also had his own British show called Blackadder.
Okay.
And he's like a critical asshole. He's not the idiot, the lovable dumb guy in all the other movies.
Yeah.
He is a cutting asshole in that show, and it's phenomenal. The dry humor in it is just, I mean, it's older humor, but it was a lot what I was raised on.
Go, it's good getting to know you.
Yeah, likewise. I've never gotten to battle in Colorado yet, but I've been there twice.
You haven't battled in Colorado yet?
No, that's Extra's fault. I've been there grip of time. I got family. My grandma lives in Spain.
VO, make it happen.
Yo.
Make it happen.
Yeah, man. You know what? VO and J Money are probably the only people I would do business up there with, just because it seems like they've always been on top of their shit, or at least like
Jay Money's like
apologetic
he's
for-
out of it though now. Like for a couple years, I think he's been out of it.
He's been like, I think he.
I'll say he was better than Extra running the bit. I mean, there's no. I mean, it's a well-known fact. Like, I'm not saying anything that no one else has not said or knows about Mr. Extra, saying about the way he ran business out there. Heard it from too many people.
Yeah.
When you do bad business, it just spreads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It also seemed like out in Colorado, like he or they were running these really large cards for a while, right? And I'm wondering, where is this money coming from, right? And so people would say, oh, we have a guy who hooks us up with flights, or we have a guy who does this, or, you know, but it wasn't a contractual thing, it was the homie.
Yeah.
And the homie can fall through.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So that's where it fell off because I think they ran out of money and they ran out of like freebies.
Yeah.
Right? And eventually you just have this local talent. Some of them, you know, it's not to say that they're not good, but I don't see them traveling. I don't see their music going anywhere. I don't and that could be a part of the pandemic, and I won't hold them to that, but like Colorado seemed to have just disintegrated because there was 3 leagues and we got 3 owners and we got all one event and who gets the footage and you know, like we only got 1 league here, but damn, we're not worried.
Colorado battle rap, body bags, and cushion coffins.
Body bags was VO's.
That's
right?
VO's, yeah.
VO's was fine.
It's making a comeback right now.
Yeah.
If you could do body bag battles versus UBR, what would your lineup be? What would your fight? You're like on a card.
I think we had to do. Initially, we wanted, I think, PG versus Ronnie, but I think now Ronnie, in my opinion, has kind of surpassed PG in active relevance. No disrespect, PG's good. I like what he does. I think
he's good.
One of the first Colorado.
He's been focusing on music a lot more.
Okay, yeah, and I know disrespect. I don't follow a lot of musicians outside.
Yeah.
As much, so it'd have to be Ronnie, PG.
If you could get Mr. Biscuit, who would you put Mr. Biscuit against?
Biz or 9. Because Mr. Biscuit's really, I mean,
he just signed a contract with URL.
Yeah, shout out. Like the dude is doing phenomenal things with his career. I think 9, who's a battler, like I think lives in Texas and he kind of battles here. 9 is like Dvos.
Yeah.
The beast in the building, the like unbeatable man, in my opinion. Like, and I think he just has this aura about him. You can't talk down to him. I mean, he's like 9 feet tall. Like he's a beast, and he does phenomenal work. And I think he really represents the epitome of disrespect in UBR because I think he's ended people's careers before. That's why we put Biscuit up.
Have you seen this Royce to 5'9" Lupe fiasco back and forth?
I heard about that stuff, and people are taking Lupe, and I can believe that. I like Royce, but I can believe Lupe.
Well, Royce came out first and did a song about Lupe, and then Lupe wrote a song, put it out like 2 hours after that.
I believe that.
And it's heavy.
Man.
So I think that probably goes into a lot of it. Yeah, probably about an hour.
Holy shit.
Hour. Yeah. You might have to go get prepped, pick someone up.
Automatic and Chill is getting rescheduled.
No shit.
Delete that.
Oh, yo, hey, exclusive. It's not live stream.
Yeah.
What does it say?
Automatic and Chill is being rescheduled. I got to pick up Jack. So I'll have the Airbnb for Jack as long as he doesn't smoke in it. There's no way.
How do you feel about that?
Oh my.
We were just gonna cut the interview, but we might as well.
No, it has to be rescheduled for like tomorrow morning. There is a way it could be later, but
where are they gonna do it? Well, they could do it old school, do it in the parking lot.
Yo, do it. We got. It's Chili Jones and Automatic Gray. You're telling me the bar is what makes you watch the battle?
Right.
Come on.
Right.
I mean, and I don't hold that too hardly. Like the weather did that, but if Chilla is already here and Automatic Gray is in an airport in Amarillo waiting to get on his flight, everybody may be fatigued and rightfully so.
Well, you said he was. You've been talking to Automatic Gray, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell's been going on with this plane flight today, but he's like, yo, they're not boarding us.
No, they asked me to drive to Amarillo last night to pick him up. I'm a little upset I did it now, but I was still working on I was still rehearsing.
So if people want to know why they rescheduled, it's because Dvos is fault. Isn't this the last one that's being thrown? Because I think I saw Marquis said it's his last event.
it's Biz is a part of staff. He's also a battler, and Biz has put in work for 8 years doing this. And in the 3 days that I have been assisting in staff stuff, it is exhausting to be worried about all these people and where they're going and if their stuff's in line. And they do a lot of work.
Yeah.
And Biz said, you know what, I need a break. And he's earned it. So this is the last event that he will be a part of in a directorial sense. But I believe he's still battling. This is UBR 8, and I'm hoping that we have another card in like the late fall, early winter, the UBR versus UBL card, but maybe it won't be. But I hope that's where Chilla Jones and Automatic Ray is if it gets rescheduled. But this is the last time that Biz will be in that position. Hopefully as a battler on the next card.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's it, man. That sucks because I think I didn't get some of it.
That makes me the main event.
You are the main event.
Oh
now.
my God. Oh man. It's gonna be what we shut down. Man, if I win that coin flip,
it's gonna shut down the event.
If I win that coin flip, I'm gonna end the show with that. Oh man.
Do you think it'll impact different? Like have a different impact if depending if you close it out or not?
I'm worried about it's what I do with the pocket square. I have to practice because it could maybe take away some of the immediate like shock value of it. But I think it'll work. I think that because my rounds are so long that the payoff will make the reaction good. And if it doesn't pay off, it doesn't pay off, and I learned a lesson. But because gimmicks in battle rap are not always smiled upon. Yeah. It's the only one I've ever done.
No, it's. I remember. I don't know how long you've been into the scene. I think you said you caught onto it a little bit later and you had to go back. But like a long time ago, I mean, gimmicks were never looked at all. Yeah. The theatrics wasn't looked at. You couldn't do fake anything. You know what I'm saying? It used to be all freestyle off the top of your head. You know, in the corner, and you're calling them out about whatever they're wearing. You know, their shoes or anything like that. So gimmicks they've been growing. They've been growing. But you still have your base who just doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Right.
I think
it's fun. Just make it entertaining.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's excessiveness, like Daylight with the costume on and the shit on stage.
He's the worst, bro. He's the worst for having the best gimmicks.
It said, if you got feelings to hurt, I'm in need of some work. Got me up and up the offering, I'm leaving in church. I would slaughter the Lord of you, let him sleep in the dirt. And if the Reaper wants his souls, he could speak to me first. Tonight, it's UBR 8. No debate, this disrespect, this shit ain't a talk show. But I'm hungry, so let me get a plate of Frank's famous chicken and waffles. UBR with it.
Hey.
What's going on with y'all? Yes, UBR, second verse. Just want to give a shout out to Let Me Get a Play from Colorado, coming down to UBR 8 and fucking with us. We really appreciate it. Everybody check out Let Me Get a Play on YouTube. Enjoy yourself, bitches.
Hey.
Back alive, Mary. Right here out, Turkey. Make some motherfucking noise.
Yeah! Let's go, baby!
What I see, yo!
Another hot plate.
Betty Low, East 29th, Elm Street, family business. Shout out, let me get a play. Let's do this.
Yo, what's good? It's Flo Colombo, Mr. Push Your Fucking Pen. Back at it again. Second shit, you already know. East Side, 29th Street, Tucson, Arizona. Man, just battled Magic, had a fucking classic. I'ma say I won that shit. Let me get a fucking plate, bro.
Hey, it's Chilla Jones. I said you still gonna lose the round against Mr. Jump to top 10 from the Proving Grounds. Let me get a plate, man. We out here. Let's go.